Welcome to the CELPIP Speaking tutorial. In this video, I'm going to give you an example of questions from each of the 8 tasks of CELPIP Speaking. And then I will give you an answer for each of the 8 tasks. Also, I will provide advice for how to deal with common problems or confusions. The 8 tasks for CELPIP Speaking are: number 1, giving advice; number 2, talking about a personal experience; number 3, describing a scene; number 4, making predictions; number 5, comparing and persuading; number 6, dealing with a difficult situation; number 7, expressing opinions; and number 8, describing an unusual situation. If you're ready, I will now begin with the 8 CELPIP speaking tasks. Number 1, giving advice. Your friend is moving to a new city for a job. They ask you for advice on how to settle in quickly. What would you suggest? I suggest you start by finding a comfortable place to live that's close to your workplace. This will save you commuting time and help you settle in faster. Also, try to get involved in community activities or join local clubs. It's a great way to meet new people and make friends. Finally, make sure to explore the city on weekends to get familiar with the area. Keep in mind that these answers are a little short, so on your actual test, you might have to say a little bit more. Generally, you have to talk from 60 to 90 seconds. For giving advice, one of the common problems is struggling to organize your thoughts quickly. A solution to this problem is to try to use a simple sentence structure and a simple paragraph structure. You want to introduce your advice, explain why, and give an example. So there should be 3 parts to your answer. Introduce your advice, explain why, and give an example. Number 2, talking about a personal experience. Describe a time when you had to work under pressure. How did you handle it? There was a time when I had to complete a project at work with a very tight deadline. I managed my time by breaking the project into smaller tasks and prioritizing the most critical ones. I also stayed in constant communication with my team, which helped us stay on track. Although it was stressful, staying organized and focused allowed me to finish the project on time. For talking about a personal experience, you might have difficulty recalling or remembering experiences. The solution to this problem is, before the exam, prepare a few stories. Prepare a few versatile stories in advance that can be used or adapted to various questions. So for this one, it's all about preparation. Task 3, describing a scene. Here's the picture that we need to describe. Take a moment to look at the picture before I start. In this picture, I see a busy street market. There are several vendors selling fruits, vegetables, and other goods. The market is crowded with people, some of whom are bargaining with the sellers. There's a vibrant atmosphere with bright colors and lively interactions between the shoppers and vendors. It seems to be a typical day at the market where people are enjoying the hustle and bustle. For describing a scene, you might run out of things to say too quickly, which means you might not have enough to comment on. The solution is to focus on specific details like colors, actions, and the general atmosphere to add more content. Task number 4, making predictions. Your friend just got a new pet dog. What do you think will happen in the first few weeks? In the first few weeks, I think your new dog will be very curious and might explore every corner of your home. You'll probably need to spend time training it, especially in housebreaking and basic commands. There may be some challenges as the dog adjusts to its new environment. But with patience and consistent training, I'm sure it will quickly become a well-behaved member of your family. When you're making predictions, you might have this problem: uncertainty about making accurate predictions. Basically, you don't know what to say, right? The solution is to use language that shows speculation, like might or probably. This will give you more flexibility. Task 5, comparing and persuading. You're trying to decide between two vacation destinations: a bright beach resort or a mountain cabin. A beach resort or a mountain cabin. Explain which one you prefer and why. I would prefer the beach resort because I love the ocean and the feeling of relaxing on the sand. The beach offers a variety of activities like swimming, snorkeling, and beach volleyball, which are perfect for a fun and active vacation. The warm weather and the sound of the waves also create a soothing environment, making it the ideal place for me to unwind and enjoy my time off. Problem: it might be hard to choose between the two options. The solution to this is to clearly define your choice and briefly address the drawbacks of the others. Define one option's benefits and talk about the drawbacks of the other. Task 6, dealing with a difficult situation. Your neighbor frequently plays loud music late at night. What would you do? I would start by having a friendly conversation with my neighbor, explaining that the loud music is disturbing my sleep and asking if they could lower the volume or play music at an earlier time. If the issue persists, I might consider suggesting a compromise, like agreeing on quiet hours. As a last resort, I would speak to the building management or authorities to find a resolution. In this task, you should try to stay polite when describing the problem. To do this, you can use phrases like, "I would kindly suggest," to maintain a respectful tone. Try to be polite and respectful. Task 7. Expressing opinions. Do you think children should be allowed to use smartphones? Why or why not? I believe children should be allowed to use smartphones, but with limitations. Smartphones can be a valuable educational tool and a way to stay connected with family and friends. However, it's important to set boundaries, such as limiting screen time and monitoring the content they access. This ensures that children benefit from the technology without becoming overly dependent on it. When you are expressing opinions, you might have a problem hesitating to give a strong opinion. So the solution to this is to start your answer with a clear stance, a clear opinion, and then support it with reasons and examples. You don't want to flip-flop, which means going back and forth. You want to give a strong opinion and then use reasons and examples to support it. Task 8. Describing an unusual situation. Imagine you woke up one day and realized you could speak any language fluently. What would you do? If I suddenly became fluent in every language, I would travel the world to experience different cultures firsthand. I would engage in deep conversations with locals, learn about their traditions, and understand their perspectives on life. I might also use this ability to help bridge communication gaps in international diplomacy, or work as a translator to help people connect across language barriers. Sometimes it can be hard to be creative in a test when you're under pressure. The solution to this is to practice brainstorming unusual ideas before the test. Imagine different scenarios and create answers for them before you do the test. Here are some general tips for the preparation of CELPIP Speaking Test. Make sure you know each task, task 1 to 8. Focus on sentence structure. Don't make long and confusing sentences. Make simple and clear sentences with good vocabulary. Practice with a friend or tutor. These days, you could also practice with an AI like ChatGPT. Stay calm and positive. If you're nervous and if you complain or if you're negative, that will not help you. You can use deep breathing techniques or meditation to stay calm. Finally, use online resources like this channel, Caribou English. I hope you enjoyed this example speaking test. I have a couple more videos on my channel about this topic. I'll provide the link at the end of the video. Thanks for watching and good luck with your studying.